All right, today is Sunday, June 2nd, 2019. It's like 5 o'clock in the morning. Day 63 of NoFap. So yeah, I hit day 60 a couple days ago. Um, at the 2 month mark here, I feel really good. That's kind of an understatement. Like I feel phenomenal. I I'm gonna do this. It's like 5 o'clock in the morning. I want to take this video down because I want to make sure I get my feelings down before I move forward with the next chapter of everything. Um, I feel very changed. I feel like a switch went off in my head. Um, just yesterday, I passed this test that was a very sought after certification, very sought after IT certification. I feel just like the first times that I had taken those courses and those classes, those exams, and I feel like I've regained myself. I feel like I'm entering an older version of myself, and I'm in contact with this version of me that I've always admired. Um, so I definitely feel uh, just it's hard to explain. I don't know how I feel. Um, but yeah, I feel great. Um, Now it's time to reward myself for all that I've done up until this point, and I just need to figure out a way to reward myself adequately because this was difficult. 2 months, no masturbation, no pornography for an internet pornography addict is huge. It's huge. My mind is just going through so many changes right now. Um, I'm doing things that I never would have done. Um, I'm taking initiative and just not looking at everything so bleakly. I'm more positive, definitely more positive. Um, yeah. So I just need to get my thoughts down on how I feel at the 2 month mark. I'm not going to go too into detail about this. I'm actually going to stop counting the days at this point, to be honest, and then I'll just know that I've hit the 90-day mark on June on the 29th. So yeah, yeah, I'm just not going to record the days anymore. Oh, I am going to say this. I actually did view pornography um, earlier this week, and I realize now that even if you're like testing or uh, you're trying to use the extinction therapy, um, don't watch pornography. Do not watch pornography. Pornography, um, the neural pathway is too strong. It's too thick. That neural connection. Um, it's kind of like my body was moving in itself to a certain extent when I saw it. Like, and it made me feel so sad and broken too. I gotta admit that. Just looking at it for even a second, um, and I'm helpless. I felt broken just because I'm thinking to myself, okay, I'm looking at this whatever this is, this video. My heart's racing. My uh, you know, my all the dopamines rushing in my head. I think it's kind of like a desire to continue watching, to never stop watching. My penis is getting erect. Um, I got shortness of breath and all that. And I'm thinking to myself, like, this is what I should be feeling whenever a hot woman shows up, whenever a hot chick comes through. This is what I should be feeling. I'm feeling it for fucking porn. I'm feeling it for some video, some clip of some sex that some random people I don't even know had, God knows how long ago. I don't like, these it made me feel so sad that my biological process that was reserved for you know, going after, courting, uh, you know, talking to, and approaching women is now associated with a video on the internet, some pickles on a screen. Like it didn't. It made me feel so sad. So after that happened, and the neural connection was strong, so I actually had to meditate for like actually no, that's the secret. The secret is meditation. That's how you beat this. That's how you beat the problem in general. It is a perfect substitute if done correctly, and it's not even hard to do. You just sit down. What I do is I sit down, I count to five multiple times, and I work my way up to five times counting to five, work my way down five times counting to five, breathe, focus on my breath, each one successively, and then before you know it, it's been like 15, 20 minutes. That is the perfect substitute for masturbation. That's the exact same time that I would dedicate. Well, it's probably a lot less to be honest, but that's the exact same time that I would dedicate to like a session of masturbating. But this right here, if I do that, I get like, let's not kid ourselves. It's not the same effect. It is not the same effect with watching porn. It's like doing. I would say that watching porn is like doing um, meth, and meditation is kind of like, I can't even say smoking. I was going to say drinking a bottle of water because it's totally different. It's the opposite of if it's a spectrum of pleasure, right? Masturbation is here on the spectrum, and meditation is on the far extreme side of the other side of the spectrum. Like it's just an enjoyable experience, but only if your mindset can see it as such. You know what I mean? I feel like when I was watching pornography and masturbating, um, my mind was in a state where like only this is good, only this is good. This is as good as it gets. And I realize now that that addiction is me trying to run away from my reality, which is improving my life. Which, in order to do that, I got to make sacrifices. I got to study for tests, and I got to pass them, which I did. Very happy with that. I owe that to NoFap, me passing that test. That's really going to increase my salary. And but me watching pornography is a solution to not having to deal with my problems. Addiction is a way to get you from focusing on what you have to do. You have to study. You have to take tests. You have to, you know, get jobs that are going to pay you the money you need. You got to make businesses. You got to, you know, do projects. You got to give back. And people expect a lot from you if you are a person that's proven themselves to be competent. They're going to look at you like, "What are you doing? You're competent. You are." I look at you and I see X, Y, and Z. Why are you not X, Y, and Z? And honestly, it doesn't matter what anyone thinks of you. However, it does matter what you think of yourself. And if you agree with someone else's esteem of you, that they see you as X, Y, and Z, and you personally look at yourself and you're like, "You're right. I am X, Y, and Z. My bad. My bad. You're right. You're right." Then you have to do whatever you need to do in order to, realize that version of yourself that you see. Because if you don't, you'll feel unfulfilled and you will be happy, and that will lead you back down that same path of being addicted to. And it's not even just pornography; it could be anything. But yes, we're focused on pornography. I'm going to hit that 90-day mark, and when I do, I will have made my decision as to whether or not I'm going to make YouTube videos um, detailing the recovery process and some tricks, some tips and tricks that work for me. So yeah, day 63 down, and I'm probably going to stop saying which day it is going forward. Um, but yeah, I'll do this tomorrow, hopefully.